So today we're catching up with State Senator Frank Padavan. So what are you working on and what's on your mind?
Oh, the only thing that's on our mind, or the forefront of our mind, is the budget. And the fact that we don't have one. And the fact that we can't seem to get leadership in this House and perhaps in the Assembly as well to follow the law and to have the conference committees that we're called for, that are mandated, have been since 2007, so that we can air in the public where the differences are and try and get some resolution. It's so critical because everyone's hurting. Certainly local governments and not knowing exactly what they're going to get, our school districts throughout the state not knowing what they're going to get, and it's causing a major problem throughout the state.
And what's going on in your own district? What are people talking to you about? What are they concerned about?
Well, obviously they're concerned about this, and they talk to me about the governor's proposed cuts of $1.4 billion in education, which will affect the city of New York, roughly about $400 million, and its impact on our school system. We're talking about the fact that, as the mayor points out repetitively, revenue sharing is not what it should be and normally is in the city of New York. He's going to be forced to lay off cops and teachers and shut down fire units throughout the city. We certainly don't want that to happen. And those are the things that are concerning them and obviously concern me. And so they speak to me about it, write to me about it, as well as many of the non-for-profit organizations who do so many wonderful things for our citizens, from our local museums to cultural centers to after-school programs throughout the city and in my district as well. And they're concerned about the fact that they too will suffer if there's not a budget that provides some level of funding that they can function with.
So do you think this is actually going to get wrapped up with some reasonable amount of satisfaction and I don't even know what to call it. I mean,
well, obviously it's not going to be something that is totally satisfactory to everyone. But there have to be ways in which we can find money. And there are places we can find it. And of course the biggest place is Medicaid. You know, we're spending $1 billion a week in this state on Medicaid. More than California and Texas combined, with their having more than 2.5 times our population. There's so much waste, fraud, abuse. We spend 70% more than the national average. Every day you pick up the newspaper and you find about somebody being arrested or confronted with fraud. And that $1 billion, there's got to be a 10% savings in there. Many have pointed that out. We're talking, if they did that, saving $5 billion.
Great. Thanks for catching up with us today. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.